what does flying in a dream mean? Doors opening to the spirit's freedom. Hello, dear soulmates. Have you ever flown in a dream? As you soar above the city like a bird, can you see those incredible memories of reading in the square, pulling the ground? When you open your eyes, you can't shake off the bile or the feeling of freedom. Close your eyes. Imagine soaring into the sky, soaring through the clouds, the wind caressing your hair, and your body shedding all weight. This is precisely what flying in a dream is. A moment when the soul transcends the limitations of the physical body and declares its own freedom. Flying in a dream is one of humanity's oldest and most common dream experiences. Regardless of culture, age, or geography, we all experience this dream at some point. So, what are the secrets behind such a universal dream? Is it simply a trick of our minds? Or are there important messages our subconscious is telling us? In today's in-depth dream journey, we will delve into the mystery of dream flying. You'll discover their psychological, spiritual, and symbolic meanings, and see how even the way you fly changes the meaning of your dream. If you're ready, I'm not saying buckle up, because you'll spread your wings on this journey. Let's begin. What does flying in a dream mean? Flying isn't just a physical ascent. It's also a reflection of your subconscious, your desires, your fears, and your need for freedom. Such dreams often signal a spiritual awakening, a mental release, or the time to break free from some of life's chains. If you're in control in your dream, if you're determining the direction, this indicates that you're taking control of your life, making your own decisions with courage and becoming spiritually stronger. However, if you struggle to fly, have a fear of falling, or are drifting aimlessly, this indicates that you're experiencing uncertainties, insecurities, and inner conflicts in your life. Subliminal messages of flying dreams. Remember, dreams speak the language of your subconscious. Flying in a dream often symbolizes a repressed desire for freedom and need to escape pressures. Perhaps it points to a responsibility that has been weighing you down for a long time, pressure from your environment, family life, or work life, or self-imposed limits. If you're soaring into the sky in your dream, your subconscious mind may be whispering to you, "It's time to be free." If every dream holds a key, that key is usually hidden deep within the psyche. Dreams of flying are no exception. According to Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, flying in dreams is often related to repressed desires, the will to power, and sexual urges. Freud viewed this as a kind of fantasy of exaltation and power. In other words, by flying in your dreams, you might experience a control or success you can't achieve in your daily life. However, his student Carl Jung takes a much more spiritual perspective on the subject. For Jung, flying symbolizes the process of individuation, that is, the full realization of one's potential and the connection with one's higher self. This represents a spiritual ascension, an increase in consciousness, and a desire to rise above the ordinary. Modern psychology, however, blends these two perspectives. Dreaming of flying is most often associated with the following emotions: freedom and independence. It represents your desire for freedom from restrictions and responsibilities in your life, or for protection that can protect you until you find your feet on the ground. Perhaps it means you've started a new job, freed from harm, or that a heavy burden has been lifted off your shoulders. Control and power. It may reflect a period in which you are taking control of your life and controlling situations. Compulsively flying can be interpreted as passing an exam. New perspectives. Flying is literally seeing from above. This dream could be a sign that you need to look at your problems from a different perspective and see the bigger picture. The meaning of details seen while flying in a dream. Details are at the heart of dream interpretation. Now, let's look at some important details in your dream. If you're flying above the clouds, It's usually a symbol of spiritual elevation and inner peace. Your soul may be seeking release from worldly troubles. If you're flying through the night sky, it signifies curiosity about the unknown and a desire for inner exploration. Flying above the crowds can indicate that you're attracting attention in your life and your leadership qualities are coming to the fore. Flying low suggests you still harbor some fears, indecision, or insecurities. If you're breathing close to the ground, this usually indicates cautious progress. You're afraid of being free, but also of losing touch with reality, your safe space. You're treading carefully, but perhaps it's time to be a little more courageous. Uncontrolled flight, a feeling of chaos, stress, or a loss of direction in daily life may indicate that it is happening. Flying easily and joyfully. This is the most positive scenario. Your confidence in life is at your peak. You're in a period of inspiration and energy. Everything is going well in your life and you're enjoying the success. This is the dream meaning of feeling on top of the world. Struggling to fly, struggling to fly. If you're struggling to stay airborne while flying in your dream, this is usually a sign of obstacles and insecurities in real life. Perhaps you're trying to achieve a goal, but something keeps holding you back. You might not have enough faith, or your self-confidence might be eroding. With this dream, ask yourself, what's pulling you down? The true interpretation will be your answer. Flying towards great heights, uncontrollably soaring to great heights can be both positive and negative. This dream indicates a grand goal, a spiritual quest, and unlimited potential. It could be a warning that you're losing touch with reality, believing yourself to be immortal and acting arrogantly. It's a warning that you need to keep your feet on the ground. Falling while flying, or fear of falling, this is very common and often represents a fear of failure, a loss of control, or uncertainty in your career. Perhaps you're afraid of being in a position you've reached. But remember, falling in a dream rarely causes pain, and in real life, you'll wake up with that impact. This means facing your fears, but not letting them overcome you. Flying in a dream and spiritual journey. Flying isn't just a dream, it's a message. It represents your soul's desire to connect with universal energy, to transcend the material world. According to some spiritual interpreters, flying in a dream is a sign that your soul is embarking on astral travel. In other words, the body sleeps, but the soul journeys to other realms, other dimensions. Such dreams often leave a powerful energy, peace, or inexplicable joy within a person upon awakening. If you've felt this way, know that your soul is speaking to you, and listen to it. Does dreaming of flying herald a transformation in your life? Flying in a dream can sometimes herald a major transformation, a new beginning, or an inner leap. Especially if you're about to make radical decisions in your life or are at a turning point, this dream indicates that you're ready for change. Your soul is calling you. It could be, now, break free from the chains of the past. Don't be afraid. You can fly. Flights that come with negative emotions. What if you feel fear while flying in your dreams? This is a very significant sign. Flying is freedom, but it also requires surrender to the unknown. If you're flying with fear, perhaps you're afraid of the changes in your life. Perhaps you're hesitant to realize your own potential. Make a decision and trust yourself. Recurring dreams of flying. If you frequently dream of flying, it indicates that you're a free-spirited person approaching the world with intuition, not traditional boundaries. It also points to a deep inner knowing and spiritual power you carry in your subconscious. Flying dreams and self-discovery. If you're trying to get somewhere while flying in your dream, it's a sign that you're moving towards a purpose in your life. But if you don't know where you're going, it indicates that you're in a period of disorientation or uncertainty. The dream may be calling you to awareness. Ask yourself, what am I pursuing in my life? What do I really want? The answers will come to you. Spiritual messages of dream flying. Flying in dreams carries a profound message. Don't be afraid. Unfold your inner wings. Listen to your soul and fulfill its needs. Life sometimes pushes you down. responsibilities, people, fears, but your dreams remind you you are not just a body. You are a soul that can fly. If you want to correctly interpret your dream of flying, ask yourself these questions the morning you wake up. What is weighing me down in my life? What do I want to get rid of? What do I want to rise above and achieve success in? Do I need to view things from a higher perspective? Am I satisfied with my current level of freedom? The answers to these questions will help you make your decision.
My dear listeners, as you can see, dream flying is much more than a simple fantasy. It is a powerful mirror reflecting our consciousness's deepest desires, greatest fears, and limitless potential. Whether it's a psychological release, a spiritual uplift, or simply a moment of pure freedom, dreams of flying offer us a gift, an opportunity to look at ourselves from an outside perspective. These dreams are an invitation to break free from our shackles, believe in ourselves, and not be afraid to spread our wings. The next time you dream you're soaring through the sky, simply savor the moment. Because sometimes the deepest truths are found in places where gravity doesn't exist. Have you ever flown in your dreams? What was it like? Please share your most amazing flying dream in the comments below. Let's learn from each other's experiences. Thank you for joining me on these dreamlike journeys. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more detailed dream analysis like this. The next dream has already been chosen. Goodbye.